Hi YouTube, I am the Channeling Goddess. Today we are going to do a pick a card reading all about the love that's coming toward you. So I know we have two cards on the deck. I know that second one seems a bit scary, but I promise you it's going to be fine. So we have two piles here. So you have pile number 1, which is the Angel of Balance, number 48. And then Storm Warning, number 10. I do want to say this before I even do anything else. Spirit is saying for pile number 2, something is coming to completion. That 10 is already standing out to me. But I haven't even gotten to pile number 2. So some of your messages are coming through early on in the pile. So if you are interested in, or you feel drawn to pile number 2, please go ahead and click over to that video. But outside of that, before we do anything or get into the reading, I ask that you take 3 mindful deep breaths. Okay, so you want to inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 3, and exhale for 5 to 6 seconds. The only thing that this does is it relaxes your body, but it also gets you more in sync with your own intuition, and to help you tap into the messages that are meant for you. Please make sure that if you are listening to any part of this reading and it does not resonate, do not force it, right? It's just meant for someone else. So take what resonates with you and leave the rest that doesn't, okay? So we will go ahead and get started with pile number 1. So pile number 1, you have the Angel of Balance card. So for me, I feel like Spirit is saying you need more balance in your life. You need more stability. I'm hearing, because I'm seeing the number 4 as well, and then you have 48 here. Spirit is saying that you need more stability so that abundance of love and affection can come into your life. For some of you, you have been probably single for quite some time, but I don't know what this is, but it's like your intuition, or how do I say this, Spirit? The love that you have for yourself is not balanced. Okay, I don't know if you do a lot of self-deprecating talk to yourself. I don't know if you've been single for a while and you're just comfortable with being single. There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. There's something about a balance of alone time as well as community that you need to embrace right now. So Spirit is asking you for more balance in your life, more spending time with your friends, but also spending time alone, maybe meditating. Like I'm literally seeing someone sit down with their hand in a pose meditating. So for some of you, you just need some real alone time so that you can be with yourself, so that you can detox from the world outside of your home or at work or something like that. But Spirit is also saying that there needs to be a balance, and this could be a specific friend that's coming that's going to help bring this balance into your life. This could also be a partner, so a romantic partner that's coming into your life. But Spirit is asking you to be more open to balance, right? That's what you need right now. Okay, let's shuffle and see what else we get. Okay, Spirit, any additional messages for pile number 1? That was quick. Wow, look what you got. The Lovers. That's your first card. Okay, so Spirit is asking for duality. Spirit is asking you to be more open to the love that's coming in for you. Like I said, there's a balance here. So I don't know. Okay, I get it now. Okay, so for some of you, this balance it feels extreme, right? So you got the Lovers and then you got Death. So there's definitely an ending coming somewhere, and it may have already happened, and that's why you lack balance, right? Let's say, example, right? Let's say you're the type of person that always like to be in a relationship, and you've been single for quite some time, right? Spirit needed you to let something else go so that something new could come in. But what happened is when you let this thing go, you let everything go, right? You just went on. You may have even went into complete hermit mode where you don't really talk to a lot of people, or you went the opposite direction, right? All you do is party. You don't spend any alone time with yourself. You're not researching things about yourself, because something about the pyramids on the Angel of Balance to me talks about, for me in this particular deck, feels like you need to be more connected with Spirit. Spirit has some things for you. Spirit has some new beginnings for you. And this Death card also makes me think that you may be going through a period where you're ending. You could either be ending a relationship, or you could be ending this time where you've been single and by yourself and alone. And it's because it's time, right? Spirit would not be bringing this ending forward if it was not meant to be. So you definitely, like, I really feel like Spirit is asking you to be more open to love, be more open to duality, be more open to, because I'm seeing, I can't think of the name of the deck, but in one of the tarot decks, there is the Lover's card is depicted by two people who are naked, they're holding hands, and then they're looking up, and I think it's like an angel in the sky or something like that. Spirit is asking for balance in your life. For some reason, that Lover's card really feels like balance to me, but it is also saying that love is coming in for you, but you need to be more open to it. You need to have a little bit more faith in yourself. So for some of you, you may not have enough faith, or you may not have faith that you will find love, and I think it's because maybe you've gone without it for so long, you don't think you even need it. Now, this does not have to be romantic. I'm going to say that again. This does not have to be romantic. And I just literally saw the word April in my mind's eye. So this person could be coming in April, or you met them last April, or you might meet them in April. But I just got that. But anyway, Spirit is asking for a balance. This could also, for some of you, this could also be finding a balance in loving yourself, not always making yourself the bad guy, not always making yourself be the scapegoat, right? Not talking down to yourself. Spirit is asking for more from you, okay? Spirit is also asking you to go through a death and rebirth. I just heard that. And this feels like a death of your of any illusions that you might have had about what you think a relationship should be. Let that die and let Spirit bring in what Spirit thinks is best for you, or Spirit knows is best for you. And then you have connection. Love is the bridge connecting souls. Cherish those connections. So yeah, a connection is definitely coming in. And I just, like, literally, I keep hearing April. So this may be coming in for you during April. You may meet this person in April. Maybe they'll turn to friends in June. I'm not sure. Hold on. Got a lot of cards falling. Thank you for that other card, Spirit. Can we get one more card? Thank you. And then you have toxicity. It says toxic relationships can drain your energy and self-worth. Be aware. So for some of you, you may be letting go of a toxic situation. Maybe there was a lot of illusion in this relationship. Spirit is saying that you letting go of this person is going to bring balance into your life. Now, remember what I said before, take what resonates and leave the rest that does not belong to you. There are several stories that I'm getting here, but I just want to say that I feel the need to say that. Also, back to the story. So you may be letting go of a toxic relationship, and that's how you're going to bring balance into your life. For some of you, for pile number one, some of you, this is just about you learning to fall in love with yourself. Right? Letting go of this toxicity. It's almost like you're going to be giving a glimpse into what life could be like if you love yourself. Okay? Let's get one card. Thank you, Spirit. We have growth. Wow. Surrender to the process. Simplify your healing layers. Yeah, for some of you, you really do have to go through a growing process. You need to heal. And I just saw the word spiritual growth. So for some of you, you need to go through a spiritual growth process. And then the number 5 is here. 5 always talks about changes. So for some of you, this could signify a change, or it does signify a change in your love life, whether that be you're going from being single to in a relationship, or in a relationship to being single. There is definitely change coming from you, but it's for growth, right? This change would not be happening if you were not ready for this change, okay? Spirit, can we get one more card, please? And I just saw the choice card. I don't know if it'll come out again, but for those of you that resonates with, Spirit is saying you're going to have choices, right? You're going to get to decide what kind of partner you want, because sometimes we kind of just accept what Spirit gives us. But Spirit is saying you're going to have multiple choices, and no choice is the wrong choice, okay? Spirit, can we get one more card, please? I don't know why I just heard acne. I don't know why I just heard that. Are you watching The Road Runner? I don't know why I just heard that. Oops. Is this one? Yes. So we got inner child. Oh, play, laugh, be silly, heal inner wounds. Yeah, for some of you, you're letting go so that you can heal that inner child. And then, wow, I didn't even realize this. Letting go is at the bottom of the deck, and this is number 9 as well. And we're in a 9 year. So, pile number 1, you are definitely going to be going through some transitions in your life in regards to your love life. But it's meant to bring balance. That's why it's here. It's meant to bring a balance, have a new beginning with things that are going on in your life. And this could also be outside of love. For some of you, this might actually not just be about love. This could be you're moving and you're getting a new home. Maybe you put down a down payment or something like that, or earnest money. I'm not sure. But for others of you, this really is about you. Your love life is going to change. And I just heard for the better, right? So even if you're breaking up with someone, just remember that Spirit is doing this for your own good. You would not be breaking up with this person if it was not meant to be. Okay. So pile number 1, that is all the messages that I have for you. Please feel to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time in my next video. I'm going to move on to pile number 2. Bye. Pile number 2. So you have the storm warning card. Now I know this card feels very ominous. For some, this may feel like the Tower card, but just know anything that is ending, anything that is falling away is for your highest good. Some of you may be coming from pile number 1 because there was a lot of endings. Well, not say a lot of endings, and I just saw 11:11. So there was some cards that came out and messages that came out about endings that's happening. So you may want to check out pile number 1 only if you feel drawn to it. Okay. So let's talk about it. Pile number 2. So your card is storm warning. Spirit is almost, what I'm getting from this is Spirit is trying to prevent a storm that's heading your way. Okay. Now, for some of you, the prevention of this storm is to let things fall away. To let things no longer affect you. It's almost like, okay, how do I describe this? It's like you're standing on the beach and you see this tornado coming toward you. You're freaking out. You're trying to figure out where you can go, how quick you can get away from the beach so that the storm don't hit you. And for some of you, this storm really is a warning, right? It's a warning of things to come, and Spirit is asking you to deviate, so to speak, or get out of the situation that you're in right now. But for others of you, okay, this storm is something you brought on. Now, before you get upset, you could have asked Spirit for change, okay? And I was almost hesitant to say that, so some of you may be afraid to speak your truth. Something about this storm is going to allow you to do that. It is going to allow you to speak the truth that you've never been able to speak before. A truth that you've kept hidden in your heart, right? And only during this storm that's coming toward you will you be able to release it. Spirit is saying, we're giving you the warning now because it's coming. Right? You cannot run from this storm anymore. For some of you, this is a warning for you to get out. Okay. This is a warning for you to move. This is a warning that, hey, this storm is on its way. You see it coming. We're giving you ample time to get away. For others of you, Spirit is letting you see the storm, but Spirit is also saying you need to stand here and endure this, because during this storm, you are going to free yourself. Yeah, for some reason, I'm seeing like eagles, like an eagle's wings on the edge of a tornado, like outstretched. Spirit is saying in this storm is where you're going to find your freedom, right? This storm is something you've called on, right? You could have been asking Spirit for, I don't know, let's say you said, Spirit, I want $1 million, right? Well, this storm is how you're going to get that $1 million. Let's say you said, Spirit, I want to wake up in my best timeline. This is how you're going to wake up in your best timeline, this storm that's heading toward you. So if there's any advice I can give you, don't fight this. In situations like this, I always tell people to pray or talk to whatever deity is or whatever God it is that you believe in, and just say, help me. Give me the strength and the tools that I need to weather this storm, right? Give me the strength and tools that I need to understand the purpose, right? And the lesson from this storm, right? Because there's always a lesson in anything that happens to us, good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. There is always a lesson there. And I would say to ask Spirit what that lesson is, right? You may, for some reason, I'm seeing like these like a long row of steps. Spirit is saying you've been taking steps to get to this storm. Some of you are running head first into this storm. And I just want to say the bravery, beautiful, because the rest of us are like, nope, Spirit, this gotta like move this storm. Like it's coming for me? No. But for some of you, you're running toward this storm because you're running toward your change. You're running toward this new beginning. You know that this is something that you need in order to move on and be the best version of yourself. You need this storm. So the storm can't get to you quick enough, okay? And to those of you, I say, brava, okay? I say brava, honey, because the way I would be turning and running the other way, I get it. But when you're really ready for change, right? When you're ready to move into something new, you run toward that change. And I'll give you a perfect example. A long time ago, I was in a relationship and I would complain to my friend and I was like, oh, he's like this and so and so, so and so, so and so. And she would let me complain, right? And then one day she told me, she said, you're not tired. And I was like, yes, I am. I'm sick of him doing this. And she was like, no, you're not. And I didn't understand it. It pissed me off. I'm going to be honest with you. It pissed me off. And she said, when you're really tired of it, nothing will stop you from walking out that door. And she was right. When I was tired, nothing would stop me from walking out that door. Nothing. And for some of you, that's where you are right now. You're at that nothing will stop me from heading into the storm, because this storm is my way out. This storm is my escape plan. Okay. And Spirit is saying, hey, come one, come all. Okay. So for like, don't let this like freak you out. Like I said, for some of you, you're running. For some of you, you're waiting on the beach. For some of you, this is your way out, right? You have enough time to get out. You hear the sirens, you see the storm off in the distance, and you have time to get out. Okay. But for all three of the sets of individuals that's in this reading, whoever you are, this storm or this new beginning is on the horizon for you. Like I'm literally seeing like a rainbow after the storm is over. So Spirit is saying something beautiful is coming for you. For some of you, you want a happy family. So I don't know if your family life, your home life has not been the best. But for some of you, you're asking for a happy home, because I'm seeing the happy family card from this particular deck. So for some of you, that's what you've been asking for, a happy family, a happy home, and you're going to get that, but you have to go through the storm in order to get it. Okay. So let's pull you some cards from the tarot deck. Let's see. Spirit, any additional messages for pile number 2? We got the Page of Swords. So for some of you, this storm may come in the form of a news. Maybe you may get some information about your health or someone else's health. You may even get information about a birth. I just heard that about the birth of a child. Maybe this is the catalyst for the storm for you. Or it could be, okay, I'm going to put this out here. Trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. Okay. For some of you, you've been in a domestic violence, so a DV situation, and you're going to find out that you're pregnant, and that is going to be the catalyst for you to run. Okay. I just got that image like clear as day, almost like it, like, and you may be the person that's running toward the storm that I saw. But it is going to be a catalyst for you to get out. Okay. Sorry, that was a bit heavy, but I had to say it because it came through. Okay, then you have the 7 of Cups card. And then you have the 2 of Cups. Now, I want to put this out here. Okay, let's move these over so y'all can see them all. So listen, for some of you, you're going to be given the option to either do or not do something. Because 7 of Cups to me always talks about multiple options. It always talks about different paths you could take. Now, for some of you, this multiple paths is going to be how you deal with the storm, how you weather the storm. If you decide to run into the storm, if you decide to be on the beach. So it kind of already talks about, is referring to what I've already talked about, right? If you're running into the storm, you're staying on the beach, or you have the chance to get out ahead of time. Okay. So You're definitely going to have choices in this situation, but Spirit is saying this particular situation is unavoidable, right? Even the idea of seeing the storm, right? Even that in itself is unavoidable, because there's something about this storm that's going to wake you up. There's something about this storm that's going to set you on a whole new path, something that you may not have even thought was possible for you. And then you got the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups to me always talks about love, to me more so than the Lover's card does, because it feels like an exchange, right? It feels like an equal and balanced change between two individuals. And Spirit is saying, I just heard you may meet somebody in the storm, okay? But Spirit is saying this newness is going to bring about a balance. I do not know why, but for some reason, this is making me think of sunny side up eggs. I don't know if you had one, or if it's your favorite, or maybe you're going to be in a restaurant and this person's going to like theirs the same way you like yours. I do not know, but I'm just saying it because it came out. But for me, this Two of Cups feels like a balance of two energies coming together and exchanging with each other. So it could be you're exchanging your mind, you could be exchanging your body, you could be exchanging words, you could be exchanging marketing strategies. I don't know what this is, but there's a balance here that is needed. And because of that, Spirit is going to give this to you, and you may even have options. Like I said, I think I said that you may have options to choose this partner specifically. Spirit is also asking you to manifest this person. If you are looking for a love relationship, Spirit is asking specifically, and it could be friendship as well, to manifest this person that you want to come into your life, because it is meant for you. Okay. Oh, that was quick. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. We have intimacy. So it says connect, discover, and voice needs, explore, heal. So for some of you, TMI, you may be exploring your sexual desires with this person. And maybe that's what you've been asking for. Maybe you have some sexual trauma in your life. Trigger warning. Sorry, I should have said that. Maybe you have some sexual trauma in your past, and exploring yourself sexually is how you're going to get out of this rut, so to speak, or this place, this headspace that you've been in. This person is going to come in and allow you to explore yourself. Now, this person doesn't necessarily have to be a long-term connection. They could come in just for that piece of healing, but it's definitely coming out. Okay. Any other messages, Spirit? Thank you. And then you got abundance, number 10. Wow, you got 10 up here, and in your card 10, abundance. So it says your true nature, gratitude, commitment to goals. So Spirit wants you to be committed to going through this storm. Really shift your mindset into where you actually need to be in order to go through this storm. But on the other side of this is abundance. On the other side of this is balance and love. On the other side of this is connection, or connectivity, because I'm seeing that card in my mind's eye. But Spirit is asking you to be more open. Okay, for some of you, this is about friendship. It says this connection is based on friendship. It may never develop into romance. So for some of you, this could absolutely be about friends, your destined family, your soul family. You could be finding your soul family through or after this storm, but it's going to bring an abundance of connectivity to you. Okay. Oops. And then we have closure. Wow. Not all connections are meant to be except closure. Yeah, this is totally about that storm warning. You really need to accept what Spirit is bringing into your life. Understand that this is where you're meant to be right now. No matter how hard it is, no matter how difficult. Didn't I say balance a little while ago? You definitely could have come from pile number 1, because I think their card was Angel of Balance. But Spirit is definitely saying that there is a balance that's needed, is coming in. You won't be able to avoid it. Sorry, but you won't be able to avoid it, because there are some things that you need to work on, and now is the time. Okay. And then you have bring balance. So it says you're putting too much energy into something, creating lack somewhere else. Take action now to correct the situation, or risk further imbalance, which could lead to undesired results. Okay, so listen, pile number 2. This is not the easiest reading, right? Most people want to hear, if you're doing a love reading, they want to hear your millionaire or your billionaire is right around the corner, and they are going to worship the ground that you walk on, and they're going to be your Christian Grey, or I don't know, or your Casimir, right? We don't know. But sometimes the messages that we don't want to hear are the ones that we need to hear, okay? And I think Spirit brought you here to pile number 2 to warn you about this storm. Now, I will warn you, because I feel like I'm seeing somebody get into this pile number 2 reading, and halfway through is like, I don't want this. And you can absolutely, like, I always tell people that you have the ability to change the energy that you're currently in, because I can only read what's current for you. I'm not saying, oh, Spirit, give me all the answers. I can only read what's current for you. But I will tell you that this storm is unavoidable. How you deal with it, that could absolutely change, right? That's why the 7 of Cups is here. But this storm, if you were intuitively picked this pile or drawn to this pile, there is a storm that is going to bring closure into your life, but it's also going to bring abundance. It's also going to bring balance. It's also going to bring openness. It's also going to bring collaboration as well. So if you're willing to stick out the storm, there is something beautiful. Like I said, I see a beautiful rainbow on the other side that is coming for you. Okay, so pile number 2, this is all the messages that I have for you. Please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time in my next video. Bye.